Hello and welcome to your February Zodiac Wheel reading, Sagittarius. My gorgeous Sagittarians, I hope you are all well. Thank you for being here with me, and welcome all to any new viewers. If you haven't already subscribed, then please click that subscribe button. Where is it? There it is. There. Yep. Click on that down there so that you don't miss any future readings. And welcome to the tribe. This is a wonderful month for finding our tribe and like-minded people. So this is a wonderful community to join for that. That's for sure. And I will have extra bonus messages in the community section on my channel too. So please ask any questions that you may have. Now I'm focusing here for you Sagittarians for February for you 2021, and I'd like to thank the guides, angels and Great Spirit for joining us and sharing the loving, helpful, supportive messages that they have for Sagittarius, for Sagittarians' highest good and for the good of all concerned. Alright, Saggies, Queen of Pentacles here. This is a message for you of confidence, determination, generosity, sensuality, wealth, wisdom, good luck, and having a bit of a green thumb, enjoying spending some time in your garden or out in nature. This is also representative for some of you Sagittarians of earth sign feminine energies or an earth sign woman, being Capricorn, Virgo or Taurus. But it is representing you because this is in the area that does actually represent your characteristics, your appearance, your physical characteristics, your behavior. So this is a big message to, you know, really enjoy nature and see the beauty in things, get that garden going. It's a great time this month for planting by the moon. The first quarter moon is the best time for leafy annuals, which is on the 12th to the 15th for the cabbage, broccoli, sprouts, spinach, parsley. Plant within 2 to 3 days of the fertile moon in Pisces, 12th to 15th. The second best time is the 17th to the 19th for leafy annuals, and the best time to plant fruiting annuals is from the 22nd to the 24th. Beans, corn, tomatoes, capsicum, zucchini, squashes. That's the really good time between the 22nd to the 24th for those of you who are indulging in their green thumb. Okay, so now we have here in the area of your self-worth, how you earn your money. It's sort of like the day-to-day slog area of the wheel. It's your support system, your family dynamics, and this is there's some sort of sense of being let down, I feel, to do with something to do with your family, or needing your own space when dealing with people that you feel are either being crafty or sneaky. You could be even feeling that they've got some sort of hidden agenda and you just want to play it safe. So you're not you're not getting involved in that. You're taking your knowledge, your wisdom and your abilities, and you're keeping them for yourself. Okay? And you could even sort of be leaving two people behind. You can't carry all people with you all through your life. So there's some sort of changing of the guard there. This is contemplation, the Four of Cups, and it's also about not seeing the real value in something you're being offered, but remembering that your cups are still full, and remembering that you've got to fill your own cup. You can't really be giving away all of your energy all the time to others. If it will drain your cup, and your cup needs to be full. And also looking at things as your cup's half full instead of half empty. So there's an offer here, but you're not really seeing what you need or what you're going to benefit out of that offer, because it's got some sort of strings attached to it, and you really sort of need to gain some insight and contemplate on it, really. And this is area of communication, and that's, I feel, where you're going to be communicating from. So it's sort of I'm hearing leave it with me. So someone presents something, an issue or something to you, and you're like, well, can't do anything about it right at this moment, just leave it with me, I'll see what I can come up with, that kind of thing. So you're not going to be pushed into making quick decisions or taking something. You want to really find out, what are the strings attached to that. But it's good news here with money and finances and strategy, important messages, new beginnings that are sort of a bit sudden, and also learning that the magic is in your own hands. So that's really lovely, this message with that Page of Pentacles in the area of your home, family, and to do with land and property as well. You are releasing some of the wounds from the past, so that's really good work being done there, and you're really happy to live in the now and not look back, and healing from childhood pain or suffering. And this is also about your child, or children are involved in this, so you may actually be able to help them to release that kind of thing themselves, and help them take their mind off something that's from the past and bring them into something that's quite beneficial here and now. Again, this is about your cup being half full or viewing it as half empty. So with this, it's also about your heart says to stay and your head wants to move on. For those trying to conceive, this isn't a fertile indication this month. Okay, and this is in the area of well-being and health, your workplace, work colleagues. Now the aces are about new beginnings, but this is sort of letting you know that there could be a little bit of a hold-up. But never fear. Just because the timing may not be right at the moment doesn't mean that it's not ever going to be. It is temporary hold up. Feeling free from some sort of health issue. This is showing me for someone out there, overcoming health problems and new doors opening to do with partnerships, in business, contracts and legal issues. New doors opening there. So there is some good news coming this month for you Sagittarians, and it will heal the wounds, heal the worries, especially if you've been feeling somehow that somebody is betraying you, because this is the polar opposite here, and you've got swords in the second house and swords in the 8th house. So the sword energy is about aggression and ambition, and can be about some sort of conflict or dispute, and it's very mental energy as well. So you need to also surround yourself with white light to protect yourself from other people's negative thought patterns. The people that not sending you healing, whether it's due to jealousy or something like that. And if you catch yourself doing that yourself, then replace those thoughts with forgiveness and releasing yourself from that kind of thought pattern. So here in the area of finances, shared resources, taxes, inheritances, and emotional values, there is a message of again, there is something that you're worried about with health. So this month is a really good time to get that checkup. And just go and suss it out, because you may be worrying more about your health, and it's an easy sort of thing to get on top of, for example. So if you're due for a checkup, get in there and get one. And it could also just be that you're very tired, like having some sort of chronic fatigue. For others, you may feel a little bit tormented by overcoming some loss or sadness, and this is also a message of it's always darkest before the dawn, and the dawn is rising here. So there's a big need to release yourself from that constant worry, and if there is anybody that you have to let go of, then send them love and forgiveness, and see them glowing in their new elevated understanding of themselves, because you can't expect anybody to understand you any better than what they understand themselves. So it's a reflection of them reflecting their understanding and knowledge onto you from the level that they're at with their knowledge and understanding. Okay, so it's a bit of the good opinion of others, and don't take on board too much the good opinion of others. Okay, and be kind to yourself. Talk in your own mind to yourself with compassion and kindness. Okay, Saggy. Now here is about being ready to start a meaningful relationship. Okay, or if you've been sort of stuck in some sort of sticky web and needed help with some sort of addiction problem, this is letting you know you can free yourself from that. And this is in the area of overseas travel, it's foreign countries, foreign lands, higher education, and it could be that you've been struggling because of being stuck in some sort of wicked web that you've been struggling with your own spiritual expansion and growth. So this is letting you know that you can get out of that. You can move forward, and great strides taking place to do that here through February in particular. And this is a wonderful sign here for you of financial improvement and feeling content and persistent, dedicated. You could be enjoying your wealth and improving your health and attracting a really good lifestyle as well. And this is an answer of a successful financial outcome for you, Sagittarians. And this is dealing with the outside world. It's your social status, it's career, profession, promotions, bonuses, that kind of thing. So that's really, really nice. So if you've been worrying about where the money is going to come from or how you're going to be able to attain what your goal is, this is letting you know you will, and it's coming. Eight of Swords reversed is gaining some clarity, and all is not hopeless. You do have options, and if you're in a difficult or abusive situation, this is showing you that you will be able to leave that situation. There is a way to free yourself from it, okay? And this is involving your social groups. It's a friendship area. It's what you're manifesting and co-creating for your future. It's a future house, all right? And there is some sort of toxic situation being shown here too. So there is freedom from that. You can move out of a toxic situation. You can break through. The pain and suffering will be healed. And there is always help, so reach out, get some help or guidance, talk to someone who is older and wiser than you, confide in them if you need to, but you don't have to stay stuck. This is saying to me, Sagittarius, for those of you that are in that sort of situation. And this here is about your disappointment. So there's been a bit of disappointment that you've been dealing with, and you're sort of at the end of your tether with that as well. Now again, this is about seeing whether or not your cup's half full or half empty. Your cup is all, even if it is half empty, it's still half full. Okay, so and it's also a message of there's stiff competition as well, but not to get caught up in that competitive nature. All right, your head wants to stay, your heart wants to move on, but there's lack of commitment by someone that is connected to you. Okay, so I will ask here for you Sagittarians, those of you that are trying to end a difficult situation, whether it's financially, personally, to do with your emotional values, whether it may be a business related or legal contracts. What message do the angels have for you about that? For Sagittarius. Wow. It's up to you. So you're in the driver's seat. You may not feel like you are, but you actually are. You need to, I'm hearing, don't forget you're the co-creator. everything isn't just happening to you. You're the co-creator. So your thoughts, your feelings are helping this to manifest and to create. Now, what is your guardian angel here for you, Sagittarians? Sagittarius guardian angel through February. Oh, lovely. Music can help lift your vibration frequency, which is really important here through February, to get fine-tune your frequency. Okay, number 21 is significant for you, and this is the angel of music. Can you see there? The angel of music. So you could listen to some sound healing techniques, wonderful, or frequency vibration music, or just listen to your favorite music and sing and dance as loud as you can, even if it's quietly. Okay, so your message from the angel of music is you need to put the music back into your life. This is a time that is right to release your inner symphony. And your affirmation is, I find peace and solitude through listening to music. Music speaks to my soul and inspires me to fulfill my life's purpose. Lovely. Okay, so Sag, I'll just give you the planetary placements and where the alignment of the stellium in Aquarius is going to be affecting you and really shining a light on that area of your life. So first of all, Pluto, the planet of the restorer of life, is helping a karmic release here with this pain and suffering, with this wanting to, because this is also polar opposite here to the 8th house, so that's where the pain or suffering could be coming from, or someone you know could be going through some pain and suffering too. And this is about walking away and not taking on more than what you can chew, you know, not letting other people just dump it all on you. So the Pluto energy is about dismantling, rejuvenating and reorganizing, and big changes and transformations are taking place there in this area of your resources, your material values, your self-worth, your support systems, your talents and the family dynamics. Then here in the 3rd house is where we have the stellium. So the stellium is in Aquarius, and the 3rd house rules brothers and sisters, close relations, your mental activity, communication, short distance travel, transportation, trade, journalism, education, speech. And 2 of the big boys have been in this area for quite a while now, and Jupiter is the Lord of abundance, planet of prosperity, generosity, good fortune. So it's always wonderful to have Jupiter on board, but you must make sure that you use self-discipline, because Saturn is all about self-discipline. Okay, so if you're going too overboard and you know, going to extremes, Saturn will be like, whoop, hang on a minute. So you do gain benefits from lessons learned, because Jupiter and Mars Jupiter will also be forming a square to Mars, a challenging aspect to Mars. So I'll show you where that is unfolding in your chart here in the 6th house as we get round to that. And so they're the 2 big planets that are transiting through your 3rd house, affecting your communication and your transport. Then the sun is also in there as well, and the sun is about your creativity, it represents the conscious mind, your will, your ego, and it is about building barriers and rejuvenating your inner forces. Meditation and sound healing are also very beneficial, and Jupiter and the sun will be separating from the 12th of February onwards, so that then it will be a very active time from the 12th onwards, because the sun is sort of shining so bright. All these planets are a little bit invisible, or what's known as invisible, and after around about the 17th, the planets become visible again. So between now and then, and the sun starts to separate from Jupiter from the 12th onwards. So after that time, that is when it's a good time to go forward, and a good time to roll things out, a good time to really present something. If you're working in a media kind of sense. Until then, work on the details behind the scenes. Okay? Then Mercury is retrograde since the 30th of January, and will be in retrograde in Aquarius until the 21st of February, when it then goes direct in Aquarius. Okay? So one of the messages about Mercury is that it's not a good time for buying new technology. It's better with Mercury in retrograde to repair or revamp something. After the 20th, once it comes out of being hidden by the sun, you may find that you're really switched on intuitively. Your mind power will be a lot more stronger, so telepathy and extrasensory perception will really pick up around there. But until then, it's best to go with the flow, okay? Because that Mercury energy is very curious and very restless, and you could just work behind the scenes until the 20th of February, writing, using your affirmations to co-create the best life, and that kind of way of using this, okay? Because after the 17th and after the 20th, there's a lot more beneficial effects being available to us. Now, but Mercury is one of the planets that will be triggering off this stellium and active, but Venus will definitely be one of the main players in the activation of this incredibly amazing stellium in Aquarius. And Venus moved into Aquarius on the 1st of February, but here in Australia it sort of was the 2nd of February, and it's still invisible. But this is the activation here from Venus is about activating the stellium and making the universe have the first move. And we can trust that. The universe has got our highest potential in its grasp, kind of thing. Okay? There is a cosmic council being held, and they're shining their light and vibration onto us. And if we are working from a place of high vibrational frequency, of love, unity, harmony, peace, pleasure in joining the fine arts like poetry and music and luxuries, so get out your best china, get out your best crystalware and your fancy clothes, and really embrace that higher quality. Even if you're at home, just you can still put on a special night at home And even if you can't get out as much as what you want to due to restrictions or something, you can still have a fine dining experience at home with just some candles and some beautiful flowers, and your good, or what you consider to be your good crockery, etc. Or, you know, dress up the dining room table in a special way. That kind of energy to lift that vibration and use this high vibration frequency of this activation of the stellium to create what you want to manifest in your life. This is a very futuristic energy, the Aquarius energy. So what we were doing now, we will see it manifesting and unfolding in our future. Now, Venus will be conjuncting Jupiter between the 9th and 13th, so this is making life seem much more enjoyable, feeling in a really good mood, connecting with people, feeling good about all kinds of relationships. It's also a jolly, happy, good sense of humour time, so people will be finding they're able to see the lighter side of life. And then Venus and Mercury are conjunct between the 12th and 14th, so that just amplifies those good vibes, which is infectious. So, you know, enjoying poetry, music, the arts. You can have a poetry night at home where someone stands up and reads poems, whether they're funny poems, loving poems, Venusian type poems, witty poems that can manifest that Mercury, that kind of thing. And for those of you that have a little bit more freedom, like we do down here in Australia, you can go on a bit more of a trip and enjoy the scenery. Now, love and affection is very powerful. If you are in a bit of restriction like that you are in the Northern Hemisphere, I know the UK is going through a real tough time, get on the internet, get that face-to-face stuff happening. Share your love and tell each other some jokes, cheer each other up, get that vibe lifted, okay? It's also a wonderful time between the 12th and 14th to win people over and find the right words. Good for commerce, commercial transactions and negotiations. And then another planet that's triggering off this amazing stellium in Aquarius is the moon. And the moon is in Aquarius on the 11th of February, and the moon is about our emotions, our feelings. It's a very feminine orientated energy, and the moon is triggering Venus, Mercury, the Sun, well, the Sun later on actually, Saturn and Jupiter. So you've got 6 planets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 planets in Aquarius, all here influencing that area where you're needing to contemplate about something that's being offered to you and taking the time to do that. But by focusing on your higher vibrational possibilities out of it, and that is basically what you will be manifesting out of it, because the Aquarius energy is about your hopes and wishes, and it's also to do with social groups and things like that as well. So keep that in mind. So the 11th is another time here, another significant time of activation. So powerful energies there. Neptune, the planet of love, love of all things, kindness and compassion is here in your 4th house. So there's a lot of kindness and compassion towards family and home. And for those of you looking for a new place to call home, this is speaking to you of, you know, seeing the new house that you'll want to move into from a place of it being filled with love and perfect for your needs and what your desires are. Visualize that as well. Now, Uranus and Mars are here in your area of work colleagues, karmic debt, co-workers, hygiene, food, your mind, body, soul, animals, all are governed by this 6th house area. So Mars is about your physical body and getting physical and getting more involved with asserting yourself, but don't overdo it, because not everybody's as eager as you. And it's travelling with Uranus in Taurus as well, so that is a message of establishing your own rules, because Uranus and Mars together are rebellious and impulsive, so that could cause problems, because these are the masters of change. So there is significant change coming here in that 6th house area of work, health, co-workers and working conditions and karmic debt. So, a power-packed month here for you, Sagittarians. Now, I will just ask here for your confirmation for this reading for Sagittarius from the Akashic Records. What message do you have for Sagittarians for February? The increscent moon. Okay, well, actually I did explain to you the new moon in Aquarius, and seeing this moon is also just giving me a bit of a jolt here, because the full moon is in your 10th house of your career and your highest achievements. And it's connected to governments, and it's connected to promotions, and it's connected to your reputation, and it's to do with the outside world. So the full moon is on the 27th of February. So I'll move the moon up over there. 27th of February, it's in Virgo at 8.57 degrees. And the full moon in Virgo is highlighting hygiene, service to others, your well-being, tidying things up, getting organised, and paying attention to details, okay? And it's a good time there also for any gardening or growing any food as well in an earth sign. So you might like to plant your veggie garden around that time. So this crescent moon here from the Akashic Records is a message to you of the waxing moon as a timing, and the waxing moon is about setting your intentions as well. So this card shows an exciting time of increase, abundance and growth. Your efforts have combined with external circumstances, and even the stars have aligned, which they sure have. The stars are aligning here. So the whole of February is about this activation that's taking place. If things have been financially tight for you recently, relax. There is great opportunity for increase and fulfillment in every way. Financially, creatively, and even in your reputation and prestige. So just do your work and get ready to receive. So that's the key. The key to it all is you being ready to receive. So one of your affirmations can be, yes, I am ready to receive the abundance that is rightfully mine. Okay? So many blessings. If you are interested in a more deeper personal reading for you, then check out the details below, and don't forget to click like and share with your friends. And thank you so much. I appreciate all your support for this channel, and sending you much love and many blessings. Stay safe. Until next month, Sagittarius, namaste.